Okay. Last week we did a video with a bunch of our flags lined up end to end to talk about having sort of the world record for most flags together and kind of showed off a little bit what we've got going on here. And it created quite a stir. Actually, it created a whole bunch of other questions, at least two arguments with random people, and a lot of interesting concern over my pants. So today we're going to do a follow-up video, but we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to answer some of those questions, and we're going to show off a little bit of what we've got here for the flags. So if you've noticing the video of where we are posted, it is Toys R Us LLC. Toys R Us is a toy store in Bolivar, Missouri, about 2 hours south of Kansas City. Also, I want to show off I am not wearing sweatpants. So that'll come up. It's one of the questions later. We're going to answer some of the questions we got before. We have currently 16 flags on display here in our store. We are the most efficient seller of flags, I believe, anywhere, selling 77 of them in the last 5 years and shipping them all over the world. We have shipped a boxed flag to Australia because we are more than happy to do so. But as opposed to me going into the long story about all the flag stuff with this beautiful G.I. Joe stuff in the background, TikTok behind the camera is going to ask me some of those burning questions, and I'm going to do the best I can to answer those with as little sarcasm as possible.
All right.
Go.
What are the costs for a flag?
That is the most asked question. How much does a flag cost? They start at about $500 and for what we call a bare bones flag. And we did this one right here so you could see, minus obviously the aircraft. This is essentially what a bare bones flag looks like, except for you'll have the missile bay up here as part of it. It doesn't come, it comes with the crane. It has the arrestor cables. It just doesn't have a lot of the small, more expensive pieces. But you'll have something that looks very much like a flag and is easily displayable for about $500. That's what this one is up here to give you an idea of what we consider a $500 flag. Complete flags go up to $2,200. Now the follow-up question to that is, several people said, how much is a complete flag? And I say between $2,200 and $2,400. What, different people get different prices because you like them? Yeah, actually that's why. Some people I just don't like, so I charge them more money. No. A complete flag is $2,200. A complete flag with blueprints and keel haul is $2,400. Why do we make the differentiation there? This one's an easy one. Some people consider vehicles and playsets complete without the figure and blueprints, and some don't. Because everyone has an opinion on it, and everyone likes to argue their opinion without actually caring what anybody else has to say, we have a range. If you are okay with a complete flag with all of its parts and pieces, minus the blueprints and the figure, it's $2,200. If you feel a complete flag has to have the figure and his gun and the blueprints, there's $2,400. It's not some sort of, we're giving different prices to different people for a reason. Complete flags range from $500 to $2,200. Complete flags with driver or figure and blueprints are $2,400. Next question. Ooh, I got you good.
Are the flags complete?
Well, there's the question. We don't currently have any complete flags in stock, which really caused one dude to lose his shit. And I'm not really sure why, that for some reason we don't have complete flags on display. Number one, nobody in their right mind puts a 100% complete flag on display where the public can touch it because of the amount of breakage. If you had any idea how many flag pieces have been broken over the years by people playing with them, you would understand completely why we don't. Most of our flags have reproduction deck clips on their display, so we don't break those or people mess with them. We don't put the antenna up here. We don't put a lot of the innards, the steering wheel thing, the fantail railing. You will never find any of those on display. So no, our flags on display will not be complete, and that's because we don't want something bad to happen to expensive and fragile parts. Do we have complete flags? Yes, we've sold a lot of complete, probably, I'm going to say around a dozen complete flags in the last 5 years. Do we have one currently in stock? No, we don't have one currently in stock because we consistently sell them. From our last video that we just made a week ago, I have sold 2 flags since then. So our inventory went from 16 up here and 5 in the basement to 16 up here and 3 in the basement.
Why do you have so many?
So a lot of people, there's a weird thing in the Joe community and in the toy community online where if I have a lot of something, it's because my prices are so high nobody will buy them. There doesn't seem to be some sort of leap to the idea that we have a lot because we travel all over the country and buy collections, and we've been selling G.I. Joes for really close to a decade now, so people travel here to us all the time. We get Joe visitors with Joe collections that sell us all the time. Being centrally located in Missouri means we can hit up all these great Midwest toy shows, and we're really equidistant to the different parts of the country. So we can travel all over. We've traveled as far away as Utah to pick up a Joe collection and a complete flag from Utah. So the reason we have so many is because we're willing to buy them and put them on display. Do you have any idea how much money it takes to invest in 16 flags, even not complete ones, on display just because you think the displays are cool? We have so many because we are, as a store, willing to sacrifice and fund to have them here. But to the 77 people who brought flags from us, you're the real MVP. But we have so many because we'll go get them. That's pretty much the long and short of it.
All right, next question. Referring to the last video, why were you wearing sweatpants? And could you lose those, please?
Okay, so you're going to think that that's a made-up thing, but there was a dude that legitimately told me I need to lose the sweatpants. And my only response to that, number one, I don't wear pants very often. I'm a shorts guy. Every middle-aged diabetic Joe collector I know loves wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I'm no different. That day was cold. I had just spent the evening before that helping out with some stuff at the school. We were carrying a bunch of stuff up and downstairs. And so the lower half of my body really hurt that day. So instead of messing with the shorts and the belt and all this stuff here, there's a lot of work that goes into this. I just put on a pair of sweatpants because my lower half of my body was sore. I'll be honest, the amount of people that talked about my pants in that video was a little bit eye-opening for me. So I want you all to know I am not giving up on shorts. Those sweatpants were an outlier, and I will very, very rarely wear them. For the guy that told me I needed to lose the sweatpants, the only message I have for you is, listen, sir, that's going to cost you at least $5, and you're going to have to get a premium membership for that.
We do offer subscriptions to our Facebook page.
That's right, for 99 cents.
All right, do you ship?
We do ship. We ship all over the world every day. So we have international customers. We have actually shipped to 58 different countries, different toys. We ship through our eBay store. We ship through our website. And we also ship through our Facebook and Facebook Live sales and whatnot. So yes, for those of you guys who are wondering, we do in fact ship. There's no possible way that a town of 10,000 people in Southwest Missouri are going to be this interested in G.I. Joe. So we have to find customers all over the place, even for these beautiful Defiants, which, by the way, we don't ship the Defiant. We have to ship to stay competitive.
All right. How much does shipping a flag cost?
I get that question a lot. For a flag to be safely shipped, it has to be put in a couple of different boxes. You can't just put it all in one big box. I know they're like, the flag came in one big box originally. Yes, I'm aware of that. I've been told that by many people when I told them we had to split it up. But that was when the plastic was new and not fragile. And that was when it was $80, not, if a flag in a box is like $5,000, depending on where you buy it from. So shipping a flag is going to cost you anywhere from $180 to the one we shipped to Australia was like $770 to get to Australia.
Where are you located?
We are located, as I mentioned earlier, in Bolivar, Missouri. We are about 2 hours south of Kansas City. We have tons of great Joe visitors from Arkansas and Kansas and Oklahoma and Illinois and all the states that touch our state all the time. Tennessee has a great Joe collector community, so we get a lot of out-of-town visitors. But Bolivar, Missouri, we get people come here from all over the world to visit us. We're more than happy to accommodate you visiting us.
Okay, this is a big one. Why does your floor squeak?
Oh my gosh. The second thing after the concern for my pants is the floor squeaking. And I don't know if architecture is just not one of those things that's a strong suit of the average Joe collector. This building is 100 years old. That's actually, it literally in 2029 will be 100 years. Not from the time it was done being built, from its first stone was laid a few years before that. 100-year-old building sometimes makes noises. Noises that we can't control, noises that squeak out sometimes against our will, and may be a little bit embarrassing. It has absolutely nothing at all to do with the fact that I am fat. Just want to clear that up right now.
You just described it as if the floor has flatulence.
What? How did I do that? Must have done that on an accident.
All right.
Listen, as you get older, noises and things come out of your body that you don't, right in your building, that you don't have a control over. So,
What does a bare bones flag look like?
This right here, as we showed earlier, is what a bare bones flag kind of looks at. The only thing that will be different is that we would have the missile box up here that would go with it. There'll be a little bit of the other stuff, but it's a flag. It'll also come with the little green car and the little yellow car that goes on the deck. So this is a bare bones flag. Obviously, the bare bones flag doesn't include all the vehicles, and I'm sure some jackass in the comments is going to be like, does that include all the vehicles? No, it does not include all the vehicles. I'm still going to get asked that question, though, I'm sure. We actually enjoy doing the videos. We enjoy the questions, and while we do come across sarcastic, a lot of this is tongue-in-cheek. So we have tons of Joe stuff for sale here in the store. We ship all over the world all the time. Message us here. The best way to get a hold of us, visit our website at toysrus.com, or just message us right here on Facebook, Toys R Us LLC, or at our inbox if this is on TikTok. So thanks, guys.